So Nova and I are just going on a little field trip to go top up her school snacks and just get some little stuff for the fridge for the house. It's quite windy, so I don't even know if you can hear me, and I can barely see myself. Yeah, be careful, bub. So we're just walking to go catch a taxi right now. Daddy. Okay, we are back home, and I'm gonna make some cookies. Except I don't really have the recipe in front of me. So actually, let me get back to you. Okay, I come back. I ended up writing the recipe on a piece of paper that I just put on the wall right here where I can see it. Nove is taking a nap right now, so that's the only reason why I can do this I can film without a toddler whining in my ear, you know? Anyway, that's going. Let's just start with that. Do do do. Did it say half a cup of butter? That's what? Shit, 125? Okay, so that's 100. So that's 150. So right there. I think. Why a half cup of butter? Oh, this is rather a small batch. This is a really small batch. Okay, I think my scale doesn't have any batteries, so this is all I got. So I did start following this I think her name is Kathleen or Catherine on TikTok, and she kind of talks about the science behind baking and how you really shouldn't estimate or guess, or or else you're gonna get like a different type of cookie every single time. And it's like, this is exactly why I got a scale in the first place, because I don't like guessing. But I don't have any batteries, you guys. So yeah, sorry, you're on a curtain right now and it keeps slipping. So but I realized that I kind of just came out of nowhere and started talking to you guys again without really giving any insight as to where the hell I've been. But I shall tell you. But I feel like at first I should make a little bain marie so that I can. Wait, let me see. It's still pretty chilled because this house is really cold, you guys. And I forgot to put the butter slash margarine into my broth, but I don't do that. Um, it's too cold for that kind of thing. I still have to wash my baking tray, and I don't have any parchment paper. But everything and anything that could go wrong, you guys, has absolutely gone wrong. Let me try trapping it with heat like that, just creating a little chamber. I don't know if I should pour like a little bit of water and get some heat going in there. Let me just do that. It's a bit silly, but it works, you know? But I did record a video last time, after I said that I want to start making videos again, and the things that I wanted to happen, that I felt like if I shared them I was gonna jinx it and whatnot. Yeah, so I feel like now I'm at a much better place to speak freely without worrying about any bad juju. So let me tell you guys what happened. I am back in school, and this is after 2 years because after I had my daughter, I wanted to go back, like after she turned one. This was 2025 when she turned one. I wanted to go back to school, and I had to get my sponsorship back. So that was a whole entire process. And then I didn't get reinstated because I left or paused my sponsorship basically on medical grounds because like I had a doctor's note and everything saying that I'm not fit to go back to school, so I'm gonna pause my studies and all of that stuff. And then I got the fitness confirmation and I took it to get my sponsorship back on medical grounds. And that didn't happen, but what did happen is that I was being sexually harassed and I felt so awful about myself. I felt so disgusting and so dirty, and also I felt really demotivated about school because I basically spent this past year from like the past academic year from 2025 to 2026 not really doing anything. I mean, I did join an online program which kind of deals with it's kind of like law because the founders are like lawyers, so it's like law, diplomacy, political science, like like international relations is kind of married into one thing to kind of build up like leaders, yeah, things of that sort. So I'm still, oh, I put on the wrong theme above. So I'm still part of that program. I'm doing it as I'm doing school. It's not easy. Yeah, but I was really demotivated and I had no will to live. It was just such an awful time. Um, yeah, I feel like this is such a horrible angle, but there's really, okay, my tripod is over there, but my tripod pisses me off low key because if it's not on a flat surface, and right now I don't really have any counters to put you guys, so yeah. But I had no will to live, and I just, for the longest time, I was just down in the dumps, because I didn't get reinstated, and because of that, like, I couldn't go to school. But obviously now I'm back in school. I'm not reinstated. I'm still waiting to hear back from them actually. Um, I'm dealing with a different person, and I did sort of report that man, but nothing happened. So I was just told that, this is what they do. They talk to young women this way, and, yeah, you get the picture. And I was like, I'm not sleeping with a man old enough to be my father just so I could go back to school. No, it's, you're not gonna do it to me, and I know how intimidating it is to be like one on one with someone in a position of power. Like, it's not always in your control what happens in those situations. I was severely uncomfortable, and I didn't have anybody to go with me. At the time, I was still living with my adoptive mother, and I asked her for help. She didn't want to help me. So it was a whole thing. It was a whole thing. But you know what? We made it. We're back in school. So we can just put that behind us, right? Like, things are getting better. And as far as my mental health is concerned, I do kind of have the will to live, except you guys, having a 2-year-old is not for the weak. Like, I'm so glad she started school and, she's adjusting really well and she's interacting with other humans that aren't us or, like family or my friends. She's like with peers. It's done great for her communication skills, language skills. It's beautiful. But when we're at home, oh my God. You know that meme of like it's a picture. I don't know if it's from like Sims or something, but it's like a grown woman like this with a toddler. Ooh, that's me and my daughter. Like, and it's all love, but that's basically us. Just me trying to get her. You know, when people are out there talking about, oh, your daughter's so well behaved, your daughter's so kind, da, da, da. It's because this is what we do. Okay, I mean, not literally. Like, I'm not beating up on a 2-year-old, you know, but she is testing my patience. Cause yay, but nowadays, cause I don't want to perpetuate, the cycles of violence and, things just disguised as discipline. I don't want to continue that cycle. So I would rather, like what we were doing last night, I was getting so agitated that I turned on my speaker and we put on ABBA and we danced because I was so frustrated. I was so frustrated with my daughter, you guys. It's not always, you know, sunshine and rainbows. It's not always cute. And but no, we are having a good time most of the time when, we're not squaring up. And I am in a new place, obviously, that I really want to paint. It's black and yellow. Just the kitchen and the bathroom and the hallway, they're black and yellow. And, it's very much like old school. My landlady, she's an old woman, very kind, but, you can tell by the stylistic choices that this is an old place. We're in an old neighborhood. So, yeah. So, I really would just love to paint or move, but I don't want us. If we do move, I'd want it to be somewhere maybe closer to my daughter's school. I don't know. Like, we're not too far from her school, but you get what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. But that's just it right now. I probably am going to make videos when we eventually get to painting and like zhuzhing up the place and just, making it more livable. We haven't even fully moved in. There's a room, like the living room is just filled with boxes. Our clothes are everywhere. My stuff from my old apartment are everywhere. It's a whole thing, and we're just in our room. We're sharing a room. Because it's just me and her. Her dad is not around. Not as in, I mean, if you know me, you know he's in another country. But if you don't know me, we are together very much. But she just lives in another country and it's us two 98% of the time. So we're sleeping in the same bed in the same room. Yeah. Um, I don't know how this Bain Marie situation is going because I'm seeing smoke. And it's kind of scaring me. I think you can see it right here. But yeah, it's kind of weird. Stop that. Um, anyway, yeah. I feel like we've somewhat caught up. I'm still gonna have to like investigate with the place that's supposed to reinstate my sponsorship, like if I'm getting it back, because it'd be nice to have to not pay the school fees because, it's making life a little bit difficult. Um, but we're alive. We're doing what needs to be done. We're doing the do's. We're getting by. I haven't really seen my friends like that since we got back, and we've only been back. When did we get here? I think July. Maybe like mid July, I'd say. And I've seen my friends in the wild. I think I've only seen two, like intentionally, like just sitting down and catching up. I've only seen two of my friends, which is Zundi and Chloe, but everyone else I've just seen in the wild. And I asked Nayla to babysit for me one time because I made the mistake. it wasn't really a mistake. I had no one to watch her because I hadn't told my friends that were back in town. I had no one to watch my daughter with me. So every time I was going to school to go get my documents sorted and all of that sorted, she was with me. And she was rolling around, throwing tantrums, throwing herself on the ground. And I was like, huh, what are we doing? Like, I'm so embarrassed. I mean, I know she's just being a kid, but I'm so embarrassed. I'm like, girl, please. Why are you doing this to me? So I asked one of my friends to babysit just so I can get some shit done. And I did manage to get some shit done. So yeah, I have yet to be like, okay, guys, let's do, like, what's it called? A housewarming, or let's hang out. There just hasn't been the time, honestly. Everybody's so busy, and I know it's just about like being intentional about seeing them, but I feel like I'm just not at that space where I'm I want to, I don't know. I feel like I'm just in a period of isolation right now. And if we see each other, we do see each other, but I just feel like I'm not really ready to be like, hey, let's hang out. When everything is just in a mess around me, I just feel so uncomfortable. And I'm not saying that I feel the need to be like presentable to my friends or whatever, or like look prim and proper or any of that bullshit. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, mentally and emotionally, I just feel like life is so taxing right now that I know I cannot give any good parts of me, you know, or be receptive to anything really. Like, I don't know if what I'm saying is making sense, but if you're on the same wavelength as me, I'm going to assume that you get what I mean. Yeah, I'm just feeling like this period of isolation is not going to last forever. I still feel like we're settling in. I high key want to move, high key, but I do love my landlady. I think she's very kind. She's very sweet. She's an old woman. So it's not her that's the issue. It's just we're just so far. We are so far, and I don't like it how far we are. Just in terms of transport. Otherwise, it's great. It's fine. It is what it is. But where I used to live was kind of centralized. School was right there, the mall was right there, station was right there. But right now, but where I am, it's not ideal at all for commuting and all that stuff. But yeah, this is me. I've been baking, making bread. I've learned how to make focaccia. I've learned how to make ciabatta. Um, every other week, I'm making chocolate chip cookies. I do love snickerdoodles as well because when I was in middle school, there was a substitute teacher. Look, there was a substitute teacher that used to come by, and occasionally, she would have snickerdoodles for us. And you know I just loved them, that I learned how to make them. I don't think they're ever come as good to her, whatever her recipe was, because obviously I was in middle school. I wasn't asking for recipes. Also, she kind of scared me, um Mrs. Barnbog, but she was a really nice old lady, very kind, and she was hella talented when it came to making snickerdoodles. So my favorite cookies to make are chocolate chip cookies and snickerdoodles, but I mostly make chocolate chip cookies because I just really love them, Yeah, I just really love me. Oh, yay! I can turn off the heat now. I just really love me some chocolate chip cookies, And that's what I'm about to do right now. So hopefully I will be making more videos, and uh, it'll mostly be, most likely, like content about school and just whatever I'm up to, which is school and my daughter. I don't have much else going on. I don't know if I look chopped right now, but if I do, sorry. Yeah. Ugh. I'm getting everything dirty. I'm also gonna pour myself a Coke and take my medication. A Coca-Cola, not anything else. But obviously, if I said I'm gonna pour myself a Coke, you know what I'm talking about. Fact is, I'm gonna pour myself some Coke, and I'm going to, when in doubt, guys, make a Bomb-Marie, okay? There's not, like, I wish I could show you, like, a wider angle of, you know, what I'm doing, but there's not a lot of flat surfaces in this kitchen. It's very much unfinished. So we're just working with what we got until, you know, we can do better for ourselves. And, yeah. So let's get into making these chocolate chip cookies. So what we're gonna do, I don't have enough sugar for any of this. I don't even, okay, one. I'm gonna do 3 of these. 3, right? Because that's what it said. Oh wait, I'm not done. And then 4 teaspoons. There's a lot of mathematics. I've never been good with numbers. My math teachers of past will tell you that. Mrs. Salwanis, I forgot that other dude's name. And then at Rainbow, and then at Heritage. Guys, I suck at math, okay? And I'm not ashamed. I'm a reader. I'm a words person. Yeah. Okay, now let's get to mixing. So this is still pretty warm, so I'm gonna just mix. I do need to find a charger because my phone's gonna die. But I don't want the egg to cook, so that's why I'm just gonna whip some air into this and hope it cools down. Yeah, and then while this dough batter, whatever cookie dough is resting, I probably won't be able to film this because my phone really is about to die. So I'll just catch you at the end, most likely, because my laptop is also, listen, it's a lot going on, but I'll see you guys when the end result is here, basically, okay? But yeah, let me see how far along. Wait, I gotta see the temperature. Okay, no. I hate doing that. Ew, there's a fly in here. Okay, I don't think I'm just gonna cook the egg. I'm gonna add the eggs, vanilla, flour, baking soda. Don't use baking powder for your cookies. Yeah, and then I will see you guys later. Deuces. My girl is wide awake. Everything I said I was gonna do, I did not. Yeah? Pardon? Okay, you know we don't yell across the house. Come over here and tell me what's going on. I really don't like yelling across the house. Like, why are we yelling? Why are we being loud? Yeah. No, you didn't. I just checked your diaper. That's not very funny. Guys, I forgot to get parchment paper. Okay, can you put those back, please? Can you put those back? We're about to be in chaos mode because she's about to be all over this kitchen and just driving me up the wall like she usually does. Yeah. Okay. Rude, first of all. My baking sheet is so dirty. Ew. I grilled some chicken on it last night. and left it soaking, so should make the process easier, but I mean for cleaning, of course. Yeah? You hurt? Girl, is this flour? How did you hurt yourself with flour?
I shall eat it.
Just don't eat it though. Yeah. Do you want to finish your shawarma? What do we say? You okay?
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, let me just finish washing up this tray right now.
Mama.
You know, I was just thinking about like everything I wanted to say in this video, like while I was laying in bed with No. So what led to me not coming back to the kitchen is that my mom's partner called and just wanted to check up on Nove. And she doesn't have like a grandfather because her dad's dad passed away, and then my biological father's not yeah. So that's really the only grandpa that she has, and he really loves her. He really cares about her, and I'm so glad that there's somebody in this life who can like foster that sort of relationship with her. It's good to know that your child is loved, you know? It's a beautiful feeling. But I was just thinking about so many other things.
Mama.
What do we say?
Mashi.
No, you can't have milk. You've already had your milk for the day.
Mashi.
No. Do you want water?
Yeah.
What do you want?
Mashi.
No, no. No. You only have that once a day, and you've already had it, so you're not having it again. Why are you trying to hit me? Hold on. Anyway, so much happened, like in my brain, of course, and I've forgotten all of it, and she's out here wanting to square up. I'm just waiting for the cookie to the cookie dough to just defrost a little bit. No. No. Anyway, I think I'm going to put a very thin layer of oil on this because I don't want them to just... Wait, no, there's some... I totally forgot. Like, just do this. Like, I'm out here stressing. I'm like, wait, come on, girl. Use 100% of your brain. Anyway, there was so much that I wanted to say, and now that I'm like here and I'm in front of you, like you can just tell I haven't done this in so long because I'm just struggling to find the words, you know? But you know what, guys? This period of what really feels like starting over and what really feels like, I don't know, just living life truly for the first time, you know, being an adult in this way where I am 100% in charge of like my life, my daughter's life, you know, my partner and I are doing it together. We're not relying on anybody else. like if you are able to rely on anyone else, like that's such a privilege, and I'm happy for you and low-key envious of you. But obviously that's not a privilege that many people have, and that's not what we're talking about, you know. I'm just talking about the fact that like I'm here, life is lifing, and it seemed so impossible not too long ago, and now we're here. We bake cookies, we eat focaccia, like we dance. She is so into her dad right now. Every time he calls, she just wants to be on the phone with him alone. She doesn't want me to talk to him. Like, that's her best friend, that's her guy. Like, I'm fighting tears. Yeah, it just seems so impossible at some point, and yeah. No, it's not impossible. We're living it. And it's great. It's not great all the time, but it's great that we're able to do it. So yeah, that's where I've been. Child, let's finish these motherfucking cookies, okay? Okay. She can hear me. I'm really trying so hard to not cuss in front of her. Wow, it is difficult. But to the person who taught her F-U-C-K, count your days. Because it wasn't me. I accidentally taught her S-H-I-T. And that wasn't very great. No, that's your lunchbox snack stuff. What are you doing over there? What are you doing over there? You know, those are strictly... I got one of these things. I love seeing, like, my favorite content creators, like... Excuse me, I follow a lot of cooks, a lot of bakers. They always got these cookie scooper things. I love it. But it's so big. It's so huge. Oh, this is frozen. Okay. But one thing that I did see that they don't do when they're scooping cookies is that they don't, like, roll them into a ball afterwards. Like, I stay rolling into balls. But it's just so big that, like, I feel like I need to, you know, touch base. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. But anyway, yeah, I just love seeing my favorite content creators with this stuff, and now I'm joining them. Like, yeah, look at my cookie scooper. I'm cool. I'm a baker. Well, a home baker. Not known. Okay, I mean, technically she is, like, a home cook, too. Like, I was about to say I'm Nonara Smith, but I'm still Nonara Smith, but you know what I mean. I had to divert because I was getting emotional, and one thing I really don't like to do is cry in front of the camera. I'm not there yet, and I don't think I'll ever be there. But I just want you all to know that, guys, my daughter is greedy. Love her down, but that is a gremlin right there. Nova, what are you doing?
I do this.
She's so sassy. She is so a Taurus. She is so me, and I love it, you know, but it doesn't work for me all the time. But I think that's the beauty of having a child, and they have their own personalities. Look at me, still rolling into balls. Having a child, they have their own personality, and it's cool, and it's fun, and, you know, they're just discovering the world, and it's beautiful. Like, my daughter really has been, like, driving me up the wall, you guys. But I won't lie, like, my friend said to me yesterday, like, well, she said on her status, like, she reshared my status, and she was like, you were definitely meant to be her mom. And I was like, hell yeah. Yeah. You know, and not too long ago, like, literally just days ago, my partner and I were saying the same exact thing. Like, this is our kid, you know? It's great. I love it. This is a lot of cookies that my cookie bandit, because she is the cookie bandit. She loves to, get her hands onto some cookies. I forgot to preheat the oven. Go figure. I'm such a lost cause, you guys. But while we're here, I think I'm just going to continue scooping, and then the ones that I'm going to put in the freezer will just stay in the freezer. I don't know how many we're going to have in total, but anyway, yeah, let's just focus on the cookies so that I don't end up getting emotional about, just life and how sometimes you manifest things, you pray for things, you cry for things, and they happen and they don't happen how you thought they were going to happen. So you feel like your visions, they don't come to pass how you thought they would, but they're still happening, they're still coming to pass. And I think that's really beautiful. And it's, come on. It is worth getting emotional over, but like I said, I'm not at a point in life where I feel like I can cry on the camera and nobody's behind the screen laughing at me. Like, I would laugh at, okay, no, I wouldn't. I don't typically laugh at people who cry on screen, but also I'm just like, I wouldn't do that personally. I'm not there yet. But sometimes emotions, they just come at you. Like you guys saw, I was just talking to you and I just started tearing up. Like, it was a whole thing for me. I feel like I've said so much in the past, 8 minutes. Like, I'm just jumping from one thing to another. Like, what is she saying? What are we doing? Okay, this is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I got electrocuted for some reason. It's supposed to make 13, but it's 12, 2, 3, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, but it's fine. So I think today we'll just make 4 and put the rest away. Girl, it's dough. It's cookie dough. She's so excited. I did say I don't really want to film her anymore, like her face and stuff. So you can't see how excited she is, but she's like doing her little happy dance. Here, you can eat it from the scoop. Hold it. No, hold it. Thank you. Anyway, I baked the really small ones. Chloe has been asking for some cookies, and guys, I'm just, when you're baking things for yourself, you're making things for yourself, and they come out real good, and then the moment somebody's there witnessing you do your thing, they come out like ass. ASS. Yeah, guys, this is not gonna be easy. Like, minding my tongue, it's not gonna be easy, but you know what, we're gonna do it, and we're gonna do it well. I don't know what's going on here, but whatever. Let me rinse my hands. It's so cold in this house. Wow. Editing this is gonna be a nightmare because I just keep yapping about anything and everything under the sun. And I still have to go study, but I can't study because Nova's awake. So she's gonna be like, Mama, 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 Mama. Yeah. Hoping that... I don't know what I was about to say, so let's get to baking these cookies and getting a move on with life. I'm glad that we've caught up. I'll show you guys the cookies when they're all done. Don't mind the appearance of my baking tray. I promise you it is clean. It's very well seasoned, okay? Yeah. And I just don't have any parchment papers. So we're doing the best with what we've got, and that is okay. Thank you. I do have to give Nov her meds. She's got the flu, I've got the flu, and that's why I'm talking funny like this. And that's why she's all whiny and wants mom's attention because she's not feeling well. Yeah. So, let me get to bacon. Our little these are the ugly ones, and that's why I'm baking them for now. And then the rest we're just gonna have like throughout the week whenever we're just down in the dumps and we need a little sweet treat. And by we I mean me, because she doesn't really, I think she'll have a full one of this one, but she doesn't typically have a full cookie to herself. Zandi was here last week and I did make cookies the day before. I made her focaccia because she'd never had it, and then I made cookies as well because I love having cookies around when I have people over. It's just, yeah. I'm saying that as if I've actually had people over, but I haven't. It's just been Chloe and Zandi. But anyway, like, I'm just saying, like, I like to have stuff when people are around so that I have something to offer, Like, I really want to be in my hosting game, my hosting bag. And I made cookies. Nova ate the cookies, you guys. She picked the chocolate from the cookies. She's just being a cookie monster, my cookie bandit. So yeah, the cookies are gonna be for me throughout the week when she's asleep, because she sleeps quite early because of school, because we have early mornings. And yeah, while I'm studying and I just need a little study snack, Anyway, I'm also gonna be trying out Bio Plus this year. I know I'm for sure gonna need it because nothing has really happened. Like, we've started doing assignments, but I have been getting home and I'm just so exhausted. I have to do Nova's uniform. Like, I have to clean it because she comes home dirty and she only has like one set. Because it's winter right now. She does have the dress, but it's cold, so they're just wearing the track suits and stuff. Yeah. So I have to do that, make dinner, do the dishes. It's so exhausting. I get home so exhausted. By the end of the night, like, I'm in bed and ready to be knocked out by 9 p.m. And 9 is such a stretch. Like, I'm ready to basically be dead to the world by 6. But, life goes on. And I still have to study and do all of that. But I'm just gonna have to find, something to keep me up for some time so that I can just get my studies going. Cause shit. Nova. Okay, this is how they came out. I was supposed to bake them for 13 minutes, but I did 12 because I thought that with nothing in between the tray and the dough, like, it was gonna burn. So they did end up coming up quite crispy. So I think that was a good call. Girl, they're cooling down. You need to calm down. Anyway, and then I added some extra chocolatey bits on top. So we're just gonna wait for them to cool down despite my daughter's impatience. Yeah, but these are my cookies, you guys. Anyway, I don't know when he looks so bad. I don't know when I'm gonna make another video. Hopefully I will be more consistent this time around. I say that all the time and then I'm never consistent with it. So listen, I think because I'm now doing this for the joy of doing it rather than like, I don't think I ever aspired to be a content creator, but you know what I mean? When you just kind of like set goals for yourself and a schedule and what. Yeah, I had set like a schedule and I had goals. I'm gonna post this many times a week, and I was like, I can't do that. Realistically, I couldn't. Some people have better time management skills and with more kids and all that and that, but for me and mine, this is all I can do, and I'm just doing this for the love of the game. It's cooling down. You need to calm down. Anyway, yeah, so I'll see you guys when I see you, which shan't be too long from now. I gotta go. Bye.